All right, ladies, this is our morning mingle, normal morning mingle, 9 a.m. on, it is the 12th of May. We are actually using this as a training Monday. So, what I have done is I have created kind of a slideshow presentation for you guys. And as we're going, I'll explain the reasoning why I came up with this, the idea behind it. But hopefully, the whole thing here is I want us as a team to bring ideas to the table because our industry is changing a lot. Before we used to do things this way and then COVID this way, I'll talk about that in the slideshow. What are we now? What do we want to do to get posh on the people, to get new people into our funnels or what you would call your business and continue to grow? So that's kind of my idea with the party project training because everybody's like, what kind of parties are you doing? Well, a party is kind of a loose word. It can be used for lots of things we've talked about as far as online, um, portable parties, anything can be called a party. If me and you get together and we have coffee together, that can be a party. So the word party is a very loose word that we could use for lots of different things. So we are going to screen share and I will start with the training I came up with. Let's make sure we can see everything. I'm going to go in present mode so you guys should see just the big screen. Oh, I can still see your faces. Okay, good. So I did name it the new party project because it's a newer idea for me, something I've kind of played with. Um, changed a little bit and been doing a while. I found success with it, but just with like everything, sometimes it's successful, sometimes it's not, and that's normal. You have a party where people attend, you have a party where people don't attend. It just is the name of the game. So it's called the New Party Project. What what do you need for this party? You need an open mind. You need products to share. So you're going to have a few products on hand. You're going to create a follow-up system. Now, everybody's follow-up system is different. And you'll notice in this training, it gives you a lot of flexibility to use your open mind to come up with what works in my business. Because what works in my business and what works in your business is going to be totally different. You know, how much time you have, how much money you want to invest. There's gobs of things that will change that. And the same goes for your rewards program. We know currently here at Posh, we have rewards for our customers when they purchase on our site. Okay. But we don't have a party plan reward. Do you get perks when you purchase? Yes, you do. So you can accumulate your own perks, but that's where a reward program is also something that you have to think about. What does this look like for my budget? What does this look like for what I can sustain over time? So those are the things that I really want you to focus on needing to do this new party project. Okay, this is where I sat down and I was like, okay, this is where we used to be. This is where we are. Now, where are we going? So the party scene has changed, and so has our direct sales, our industry. And let's kind of look at that. Okay, so back in the day, and I could say back in the day because I'm old school. I started with Posh in 2011, so I was right at the beginning when they first launched. I've been through it. So back in the day, we were all about cozy living room parties. Snacks were out, catalogs were passed around, friends gathered for fun and shopping. It was simple, it was personal, it was full of laughter. And that is how I grew my business, you guys. When I started out, I would say 75% of how I grew my business was the home party in 2011. Okay. Then COVID hit and we thought like our businesses would just go flat, right? It didn't. It actually helped our business. So COVID hit and we all became virtual ninjas overnight. Zoom parties, Facebook lives, online events. It was digital chaos, but we made it work. We learned, we pivoted, and honestly, we thrived in a new way. And we did. We figured out how to do it. We took the challenge, thought of solution-oriented things, and we moved forward with the COVID experience. Now, it's giving us a new kind of project to work with, you could say. So we're in the age of influencers. Everyone's an expert. There's a platform for every mood, and attention spans as far as how much people pay attention. We talk about this so much, is shorter than a TikTok video. So people do not pay attention very long. And unfortunately, our society has continued to cultivate that short attention span. The online space is busy, so there's lots of options. There's TikTok, there's Facebook, there's all of the different social media platforms. So the whole idea here is it's an influencer kind of culture right now. So how do you make yourself stand out? So that's where I kind of sat back and I'm like, okay, how can we in this atmosphere, what we're dealing with, stand out outside of others and really make our business continue to move forward? Click. There we go. So getting started. I always have said, besides consistency in your business, getting product on the people is so important. We tell new people when they come in to get product on themselves because that gives them the excitement to talk about it to other people and then get products on them. So let's talk a little bit about how this project party training goes. The first thing is super simple. It's sampling. It's product sampling. And this is where these screenshots are going to help people that don't do this training. You want to pick anywhere. It could be less than 5 products. Like I've done it with 3 products. You want a few products to present, but pick 5 to 6 products that you love and would be willing to sample for the month. Okay. I say a month because just like anything on social media there, and you'll see in this training, there's lots of things that you have to do differently and repeat yourself for different people to see it. It's not like you're talking to one person and you're in front of them. You're in front of an audience that needs to see it a lot of different ways. So you can stick with the same bundle. You could use the bundle of the month that we have. You could pick your favorite, but you want to pick 5 to 6 products you love and that you would be willing to sample. You're going to snap a real life picture of each one. Don't use a stock photo. Just like this one I pictured here for you. This is one I did 1 month where I put out, I don't know if it was our bundle or what it was, but this was the products that I was featuring. Okay. And I snapped a picture of it. And then you want to craft a post saying you're looking for 5 people. And I'll explain why I picked 5 and the reason for 5. You want 5 people to test and review one of these items this month. Now, that doesn't mean, again, you're going to understand why I say 1. It could be 2, it could be 3, but please, let's talk about just being smart and your return on investment. Not everybody's going to like everything in that picture. So when I say out of these 5 or 6 products, what are 3 products that you would like to try? Because then I'm sending them the products they want to try, not all the products and wasting my time and money. Okay. And you can change that if you want, but that's what I have found to be successful when doing this. Okay. So example post, I'm looking for 5 people this month to try out one of my favorite pampering picks. If you're curious about anything in this pick, okay, so I have shopping bags there. You could say, drop your name. You want them to comment on the post. This again, it'll go back to helping you with your social media algorithm. So even though you may not understand why I'm saying that, have them drop their first name, drop pick product. You could do whatever, but drop an emoji or a word below, or me, and I'll send you the deets. Again, this wording right here just needs to be changed up to sound like you. It's there as an example. You could use it word for word, but I would make it sound like you. And again, these slides you'll have available to go over the process, okay? So it's just a picture, putting this little tagline with it. This slide is getting started. So if you look over here, here's an example of something I did on Canva. And it says, looking for 5 people to review. I have the picture of the 3 products I was reviewing, okay? And it says, I need your help. Comment below with your full name if you would be interested in being one of the 5 people to try and review these 3 products. You must post and share a public review of your thoughts. Okay, we'll go back to that because I want to emphasize that I'm telling them what I need them to do. Okay, it's not just get the products and tell me what that you're doing. It's I need a public review of your thoughts. Okay, so here it says keep it exclusive. So we did the 5 people, that's the exclusive part. Limit spots makes people jump in faster, especially if you do this consistently over time and they know you're doing it. Okay, pro tip, don't just post once and wait. This is not a post and pray strategy. We know that doesn't work. These are the things you should be doing, okay? So if I make a graphic up like this or a photo of what I'm offering, you're going to want, number one, you're picking the platform that works for you. Like I said, there's lots of different avenues. You're the influencer of Perfectly Posh. What social media are you using? Maybe you're using a few. I tend to do Facebook, so a lot of times I talk about Facebook, but you're going to want to share this in your feed, okay? Personal feed, business feed, share it in your feed. Dropping from stories or polls or questions on this same idea, you guys. You're not switching it up. It's the same products. I'm looking for, ask a question, which one of these would you be most interested in trying? You're trying to get them to notice the products and commit to more of a conversation, okay? Make a short reel or TikTok showing the products. Do something live, put it on yourself. Take just a picture of you using it. Use your personal page and your business page. It is okay, you guys. You are sharing what you love. Doesn't mean every post on your personal page is going to be about your business. But if your business is a part of your life, why wouldn't you share some of what you enjoy to the people that are following your personal profile? Okay. Sending a few personal message or voice memos. If you have someone that likes a certain product that is similar to something you're like, okay, so Snatched. If you know someone that uses Bum Bum body cream and loves it, maybe you send them a memo and you say, or a message or a PM, and you say, hey, I'm looking for 5 people to review Snatched. And would you be willing to switch it and try it? Okay, the switch and try is super great for people that like to review product. We'll be talking about that next month. We have a few ideas for that. But personal messages, voice memos work great. Talking about it in your stories, face to camera, boomerangs, you guys. The whole point here is visibility in lots of different ways, okay? You're going to catch people different ways, sometimes in your stories, in your posts, in a video. So the more that you can use that variety, the better, okay? And it just says now go grab your fave 5, get some cute lighting or buy a window. We've provided a lot of those kind of photos anyways. And remember, you're not begging people, you're inviting people. You're inviting people to try something and just give you a review. So you shouldn't feel scared to do this because you're inviting them. You're not begging them, you're inviting them. Okay. So Once they commit. Okay, so let's say you do your picture, you're looking for five volunteers, and someone drops their name that they would want to do this. And you're like, okay, now what? Okay, so what I did for you guys, and I kind of gave you examples. The biggest thing here is even though I have things grouped together, it is okay and highly encouraged to make those posts shorter. So, what do I mean about that? Is I mean about a back and forth conversation. If you think about like tennis and you're serving a ball over a net, okay? You say something, you serve the ball over, they receive the ball, they give you a response back, and they serve the ball back to you, and then you kind of hit the ball back to them. Okay. So it's a back and forth conversation. It's very comfortable, it's very real. And so this you may decide to break up into several shorter conversations, but it says, hey, and you don't have to use hey if that's not what you use. Say Shay, just use their name. I'm so excited you'd like to try some samples. Out of the ones I posted, which products are you most interested in? I may stop right there and share a post picture. Which one are you most interested in? And they're going to serve that ball back to me and with their answer. And then I'd say, great, I'd like to match samples to what you're truly curious about and kind of talk about what they picked. Would you be willing? This is where you're setting expectations, guys. You're not just wanting them to try the product and tell you, let's lay it out. This is what I'm looking for, okay? Especially with this kind of party project is you are giving them a reward for doing something for you, okay? And you'll see that. Would you be willing to share a quick review on your personal Facebook page, on their personal Facebook page? Tag me once you've tried them. So you're asking them the question, would you be willing to? Because you want them to say yes. You're inviting, you're asking for permission, okay? Just your honest thoughts, nothing fancy. And then if you tag me, I'll send you $10 off your next order as a thank you. Hey, sorry, I got crazy. Not kids, fur babies. So again, it's that back and forth conversation. That $10 off is another thing that you decide what works in your business. If it's $5, if it's free shipping, whatever it is, this is where you're deciding your reward program. Okay. This is just the setup that I have. Okay. So then your back and forth conversation. I just need your mailing address when you're ready. Is there anything else you've been eyeing or wanting to try? So, this person I'm having this conversation with, I gave them a pre-setup of products to pick from. They picked a couple that they liked, but I'm continuing that conversation because I want to see what else may they be interested in. You could leave this out, but I love this because it creates more conversation. What else would they like to try? And then a little something to finish it up. This one just says, can't wait to help you fall in love with new Posh. So again, back and forth conversation, get that commitment that yes, I want to try it. Yes, I'm willing to review it and tag you. Okay. So hopefully that moves us on to, again, well, we'll go over this, setting the expectations for the person that is reviewing. Okay. So you're going to get your samples ready. Okay. The ones that they picked. And then you're going to send them a message. So again, you guys will notice that with this, just like a party, it's not just a ask and then leave it. You're going to go back and forth with this person and develop and cultivate this relationship the whole time that this is going on. So it says your pampering goodies are packed and headed your way. Here's everything you need to know to get the most out of them and how to earn $10 off your next order. I can't wait to hear what you think. Your skin's about to feel amazing. So that's an example. Hey, go get your ball. That's an example of something that you could write up to go in your sample packs when they're going out, okay? And you also, sometimes I will do up a little explanation of that item. I should have pulled up, I can share with you guys later. I've done little write-ups of those 5, and then I just mark which one I'm sending them. And that's kind of helpful for the month, because then I have this write-up. I just kind of fold it, put it in with the samples, pick which ones they picked, and it's super simple for me. But you want to continue to have that conversation. We're not, this is the little peanut that's giving me problems. Go, no. Ugh, sorry, guys. Okay, so how it works. Number 1, try your samples and enjoy a little me time. 2, post a quick review on your Facebook page, sharing what you liked. Nothing fancy, just your real thoughts. So this is what you're telling that person you want them to do with the samples that you're sending, okay? Be sure to tag me in your post so I see it. Once you place your order on my site, I'll send you $10 back via Venmo, PayPal, or whatever works best for you. Order must be placed first. Okay, so these things right here, you guys, is where you've got to set your rewards and your expectations. So I'm giving you what I did, okay? What I did doesn't mean what you have to do. So for me, I wanted them to take their products, try their products, post a review, honest thoughts on their Facebook page, tag me, then they get $10 from me. But in order to use that $10, I have them place their order and then I Venmo or PayPal them back. Now, we have instances where people don't have Venmo or PayPal. Um, that's when you got to use that open mind and think outside the box. Okay, if someone doesn't have that, or I don't want to do that, do I have perks that I can place an order for them and reward them that way? Do I have product on hand that I could give them a selection of your treasure box of products that they can pick from? It doesn't have to be $10. It doesn't have to be that way. This is just how I have it set up. So just like I said, this is where you got to think about, okay, what does this look like for me? How do I want to make this work? Okay. So that's kind of setting the expectations, how you can let them know how they can get their $10 or whatever. Okay, so here's the process together. Step 1, you're going to prepare and prep your sample packs. Choose the right sample based on what they requested. Add a short note or insert with usage tips, plus how to earn their $10. Make it cute, personal, and fun to open. First impressions matter. So over to I think it's your left too. There's a picture of kind of the envelopes I send out. I got cute little cards from uh, Christine Mitz. She does lots of fun stuff. And then I had, again, that usage instructions that went in it, customized to the samples they pick. Because I'm not sending all the samples. I'm trying to save on shipping and get my return on investment from what they really want to try. Okay. Step 2, package and mail them out. Use your preferred shipping method. That could be stamps, pirate ship, however you do your mailing. If you're shipping from home, which I do pirate ship and I ship from home, I will get a tracking number. So I'll grab a tracking number to help myself stay in the loop of where the package is at. And I'm also going to provide that information to the individual that's sampling to make sure that they know, hey, it's out, you guys. I'm super excited. You can keep track of it. More conversation, showing just customer service and follow through. And then you're going to mark your calendar to keep a list to track who's getting what. Okay, so that's again where you are in control of figuring out, okay, does this mean I'm going to write it in a calendar? Do I want to keep a tracking sheet? We've talked about tracking sheets. Any way that to track it, that will be super important. Okay, step 3, send a personal message once they're mailed out. Here's an example message. Hey, Carrie, your samples are officially on the way. Yay. I'll be watching the tracking so I know when they arrive. I can't wait for you to try everything. Let me know when they hit your mailbox. Step 4, follow up when they arrive. Okay, so you have the tracking, you're keeping track of the tracking. Um, this is where you're doing that back and forth conversation. Start the combo. Did they arrive okay? You don't have to say, did you try? Hey, just checking in, you guys, or checking in, Carrie. Did they arrive okay? Which one are you trying first? This is like having a conversation with a friend. You have to change up the way that you look at this. Remind them of the $10 thank you for posting and tagging their review, and be available for questions and recommend what to order next. Okay. So, pro tip on the bottom, keep a running list or simple spreadsheet to stay organized. That way, no one slips through the cracks and your follow up is flawless. Okay. Fortune in the follow up. How many times have we heard that? That is the truth. Your fortune is in your follow up. Sending samples is just the beginning. The real magic happens in the follow up. Okay. So if you're tracking when their samples arrive, that's a smart move. You're already a step ahead. Okay. Once they land in their mailbox, I personally will give it 3 to 5 days for them to try things out. I mean, you could send a message, hey, did they arrive okay? Make sure they arrived okay and say, okay, great. I'm going to follow up in the next 2, 3, whatever works for you days, and see what you thought. Okay. So you're kind of, or you can even ask them. Sometimes I've done this. Now that they've arrived, when will be a good time for me to follow up with you regarding your thoughts on those? So then there's like that follow up date. You're asking them, when will you be able to try them? When is okay for me to follow up? It's not pressure, it's a conversation, and they're telling you what it looks like in their schedule. Okay. Um, then if I haven't seen a tag or review on Facebook between that time of when we talked, I'll send a simply friendly message. Okay. So again, they've told you they're willing to do the review, and they told you what products they wanted to try. Okay. So you are just providing the follow up to this. Okay. Over here on the other side, it said follow up message examples. I tried to give you guys examples. Again, change them up if it doesn't fit you. Hey, Carrie, just checking in. Did you get a chance to try any of the samples yet? This is if I haven't seen a tag or if I told her I would follow up and I'm following up. I'd love to hear what you think so far. Don't forget, I've got $10 off waiting for you once you post your review and tag me. No rush if you haven't had time, just wanted to remind you it's there whenever you're ready, okay? It's low pressure. It's kind. It keeps the conversation going without feeling salesy. You're just providing the reminder, hey, you got $10, girlfriend. If you want that $10, just give me your honest opinion on your personal page and tag me. You just keep that conversation going. Your follow up is where the trust builds and the sales happen. Be consistent, be kind, and keep showing up because they already said yes by requesting a sample. You have invested time and money into this. They have said they're going to do this, so you're just want to keep that conversation going. Things happen. I'll tell you about that. Things do happen. And just like parties, sometimes they fall through and things will fall through. I'm not going to tell you this is going to work every time or the majority of the time. It's just another way for us to build our businesses. Okay. So tagging me, tag me, baby. Why tagging matters in your sample strategy. Okay. One of the most important parts of your sample program is making sure your sampler tags you in the review post. And here's why it's the game changer, okay? When they tag you, you'll be notified as soon as they post, okay? If you're consistent with your social media, when someone tags you in a post, you will get a notification that they tagged you in a post, okay? So you'll be notified. You can interact with their comments and answer questions their friends might ask. So this person tagged you in a post. They most likely used a picture or a review. Most of mine have. You can put that in what you're asking them to do. If they have questions, you can be very specific with that. Hey, just post a picture of what you got and your honest thoughts. But they're going to post that on their Facebook page. Their friends and family and network of people are going to see that post. You're being tagged in that post. So I'll probably say this somewhere, but typically what I'll do is once I see that post and they tagged me, I'll jump over to their page and I'll be like, hey, Carrie, I'm so excited. I'm so glad you enjoyed this. Just something personal in her comments section. So that one, I'm correlating myself to that tag, and people are saying, oh, this is the person that gave her the samples. But then when her friends comment in that thread or ask a question, hey, where did you get those? I've been looking for an eye cream. She can say something, or you're tagged, and you can personally jump in and build a relationship with that person. Hey, Sarah, I would love to send you a sample. And then you build off of that. Okay. We've talked about your warm market are the people that you know that like and trust you. Cold market is someone that doesn't know you. This is their warm market and your cold market. So they're introducing you to new people, similar to a party. Okay, people invite their people to a party that they love something and they share why they love it. You're doing the same thing, but you're using samples to do that, and the platform of social media. Um, you can interact with their comments and answer questions their friends might ask. You get access to their warm market without being pushy. You're not blind PMing people. You're just, if they comment, you're commenting back. You can ask for permission. Hey, Sarah, can I PM you? I have some samples I can get to you. They'll say yes or no. Keep it very inviting. You can accept a tag so the post also appears on your personal page, okay? Again, you can accept that tag, allow it to be on your personal page. Now, I'm gonna kind of detour a little bit because one of the things I figured out is I have a business page and I have my personal page. When someone tags me on my business page, it doesn't show up on my business page. It will tag my business page, but it won't show up on my business page like it would my personal page. So there's like an extra step there. I typically have to screenshot that, go to my business page, post it on my business page, and create that kind of double whammy that goes. But if they just tag me, I can accept that tag and it also shows on my personal page. And they're like, oh my gosh, Shalene sent samples to her. Look at those samples. She's loving them. And even if they aren't having that conversation with me right now, they're seeing it in their feed. They're my warm market, but they're seeing I'm doing this in my feed. So it has like such a double blessing to it. So that's the reason for the tag. You're able to comment on their stuff, see who's commenting. It can show on your personal feed. You can share it on your business page. It can be a great testimonial Tuesday if you have that product as like our walk on the beach and they had tried that product. You could use that as a testimonial. This customer absolutely loved this. All things that you can take this and grow with it. Okay. So over here it says, this is how we, or organically reach both warm and cold markets. The more interaction, the more eyes on the post and you. Your job when they post, like and comment on their review. Respond to any questions from their friends. Publicly thank her or him for trying the products and sharing her thoughts. Slide in with a gentle referral hint, a referral reminder. Okay, so you guys, we're talking about a party project, okay? In parties, we wanted them to invite their friends. They said what they loved about Posh. They invited their friends in, and often their friends purchased because they wanted to support this friend, okay? Let's look at that in a different, like, overall picture of what we're doing now. Okay, this person has shared a review. It's going out to her warm market. Hopefully, people are seeing the reviews, commenting, talking, a little bit in that feed. You want to slide into that person's DMs or personal message her and say, hey, maybe you didn't mention it, but say, don't forget, if anyone places an order because of your post, I'll give you $5 for each referral that places an order. So you might have bonus money headed your way too. Okay. Again, this is where you're deciding that rewards program. If you do $10 for posting it and $5 for each person that places an order, you have to decide how that looks like for your business. If you're doing perks, if you could do a lip balm for every person that's reviewed. We don't have party rewards, guys. So you have to decide what this looks like for your business. But you're giving her the benefits of the referral. Now, is it easy for you to know who placed that order? Not really. That's why you have to have a list of who you've sent samples to. You're having interaction. You'll kind of see who's in her feeds. But you will probably have to ask her, hey, do you know so and so? She placed an order. If she doesn't, then it's not a referral for her. There's things we have to have an open mind about because we are dealing in a situation where not everything is cut and dry. So if you need more ideas on that, let me know. But you are developing a relationship with her. So you're going to say, hey, I had an order placed on my site from Jessica. Do you know Jessica? And go forward with that. Because if she knows her, I have $5 more for you, girl. You have $15. So you can kind of platform or talk about it that way. Okay, here's a checklist. So you can kind of see how this all works. Maximize your results, build relationships, get sales. After you send the sample, track when their samples will arrive. Set a reminder to follow up 3 to 5 days after delivery, at least. Prep your follow-up message with review reminder details. Okay, we went through that all in previous slides. This is just walking through what we went through and putting it all together. Okay, once they post a review, confirm they tagged you in their post. They'll need to tag you. Accept the tag so it appears on your personal page. Download, screenshot the review if you want to share it on your business page. We talked about that, what the issue is with the business pages, how you get around that. Like and comment on their post with genuine thanks. Respond to any comments or questions from their friends. Publicly thank her in the comments or your own post or story. You want to make sure, thank you so much for doing this. I love hearing what my customers have to say or my friends have to say. Offer the $10 reward after they order. So here's the thing, guys. You can give money and say, hey, here's $10, but really you want them to get in and place the order. Okay, so when they place the order, you're getting personal volume for that. Okay, and then I'm just rewarding them after it's placed. So I'm actually moving it forward. I mean, if they don't place the order, you're not out $10, okay? So it's not like I'm Venmoing them $10 and they're just getting $10. They're placing an order. It's kind of, I call it often a bounce back coupon, is what I call it. You place the order and you could set criteria. Hey, you have a month to use your $10. Once you place that order, I'm going to Venmo you or PayPal you back, or I'm going to send you that big fat yummy hand cream, whatever your rewards are, okay? So offer $10 rewards after they order, confirm they posted and tagged you, confirm they placed their order, send $10 back via Venmo, PayPal, or their preferred method. Congratulate them on their order and thank them again. Referral bonus reminder. Let her know $5 for every person she refers who places an order. You could change that wording if you want, but I want people placing orders, not just, maybe it takes a little bit, for you to get samples on this new person and they finally do place an order and she was a referral for that. You could provide great customer service by going back and saying, hey, you referred so and so. I sent her some samples. She placed an order. Here's $5, girlfriend. Place another order. You could get her to continually place another order. Keep a list of her referrals and her payout, your payout, and celebrate any bonus money she earns. Pro tip, turn each review into a conversation. Ask what she likes, recommend products she'd love next, make her feel like the VIP. You really want to make this a relationship with this person sampling. Okay, we're almost done, guys. Things to consider. Keep growing, keep learning, and keep it fun. This sample strategy is a powerful way to get your products in front of new faces, even people outside of your current network. So keep an open mind and be willing to try, tweak, and try again. Not every sample will turn into a sale, and that's okay. Life happens. Some people may not follow through. Don't take it personally. Just keep it exclusive so those who participate feel like they are part of something special. Okay. So we did talk about the exclusivity of just 5 people. Okay. So let's say you say, the next 5 people to respond with their first name and last name that they will review this sample, like we talked about before, and you get 5 people and someone jumps in, hey, did you get all your 5? Yeah, I did get all my 5, but you know what I'll do? I'm going to go ahead and put you on my waiting list. And as soon as I do my next 5 reviews next month or however you set it up, you're going to tag them so they can be the first one on your list to do the next set of reviews. So it's similar to parties, you want people to book from a party. Well, I have only 5 reviews this month because that's what I can afford. And I want to load my next month, right? So I know that Sam and Carrie and Lisa want to be my next reviewers. So when I post that next month review, I'm tagging Sam, Carrie, whoever that wanted to be a part of this first review. So that's kind of the reason for the exclusive. It kind of keeps the ball going. Tips for staying consistent. Once you get your 5 sample, this is what I just talked about. Once you get your 5 sample testers, message any extra people with a quick thank you and let them know to stay tuned for the next chance to participate. Keep a running list of interested participants. Tag them during your next sample or review opportunity. They're more likely to jump in again. Use this as a relationship builder, not just a sales pitch. Your follow-up shows you care, and that's what makes the difference. Okay, so let's talk rewards. Your reward program is your rules. Okay, have an open mind. Use what fits in your budget and in your business goals. Okay, you can use perks to place an order for them. You can choose the reward amount that feels right. Or my favorite, which I talked about, is offer a bounce back coupon. They post a review, place the order, and then you send them the $10 thank you via Venmo, PayPal, or whatever they prefer. I've even sent a check before that someone didn't have any of those. I've sent a check. I know it's not good to send cash. I've sent cash. You have to do what makes you comfortable. This keeps the order commissionable and puts them on your site for exploring more products. Okay. You tell them to go to your site. They know they love these products they review and they're on there looking around. They may add more to their order. Okay. You also want to push people to order from your site. It is less taxing on you. You can do more business if you're pushing them to your site than if you are placing orders, getting the order to you, packaging it up, and shipping it out to them. You can do that. That's fine. People run their business that way. But if you can get them to go to your site, it's a win-win. Um, Make it feel like a party. So make it feel like a party, just like a traditional event. The more ways they can earn freebies from sharing, referring, tagging friends, the better. So let's say, again, as an example, they do this review and you're talking about referrals and they're not getting anybody placing an order. You can talk to them and say, do you have any friends like that totally would love this product too? And they'd be like, oh yeah, my friend Barb would so love this. I said, why don't you tag her or offer up, that I'll send her a sample? You're having a conversation with this person just like she's your friend. So that's other things that you can do. Get creative, have fun, and always circle back with gratitude and connection. Okay. People will appreciate that. You are not just sending samples, you're starting conversations. We talk about passing that ball back and forth. It's not you send a book, you copy and paste, and you send a book of this is everything you need to do. No, you have that conversation with them. This is what I'm doing. What would you like? Oh, I like that. Kind of back and forth. So you're building a relationship, you're growing your business in a smart, intentional way. Now go shine, follow up like a boss, and share that posh magic. Thank you. Okay, let me stop the screen share. So this was, again, you guys, I have been working with this kind of way to sample for the last few months. And I will tell you, there are times where I've went to follow up with people and I know better to look at someone's Facebook feed before I message them. And sometimes I don't. And I went over and I messaged them and somebody passed away. And I'm like, oh goodness, I am so sorry. I did not see that. Don't worry about it. Why don't you just follow up with me when things settle down? There is no hurry. Take care of yourself. I am so very sorry. That stuff happens. It's going to happen. You just have to be ready to deal with it in a professional manner and just know it's not that important. It will, if it's going to turn out, it's going to turn out. Yes, you want your return on your investment of putting the samples, paying for the shipping, building more, but in the grand scheme of things, it will be okay. And like I said, it's not always going to work. This is just another way that I was trying to beat my head. How can I help crew figure out another way to expand their reach, okay? Now, that's kind of into the training. Is there any questions on this that I can help with? Things that weren't clear? You can unmute and talk to me. Just know that I am going to upload this and put it on YouTube. So if you don't want anybody in the whole world to know you asked a question, you can PM me later. But yeah, any questions?
On your getting started slide, you had said something about a boomerang. What exactly are you referring to when you state that term? Because I've never heard that term.
Yeah. So on Facebook, so when you're getting started, what I was talking about is different ways to present the product that catches different people's eyes. Some people watch reels, some people like stories, some people go to Facebook. A boomerang is actually a kind of photo you would take, and when you do it and you set it up, it's kind of cute, and you hold it, it's called a boomerang, and you push to take the picture, you go like this And then when you post the picture, it's you going like this. Have you ever seen those photos? They're called a boomerang. I can send you one. They're super fun. People will also do them. I've done them with like hand cream or buzz peel, and I'll do a boomerang, like watch it dripping out. And then in the boomerang, it comes out and goes back in. It comes out and goes back. It just catches people's attention. Um, yeah, so those are typically the ways I've used boomerangs. Again, it could just catch somebody's eye and they're like, what in the heck is she sharing today? You know? So it's just another way that you could think outside the box of saying, okay, what else could I do to get more exposure for my samples? So that's a good question, but I can also share with you what that looks like, Shay. That's a good
Well,
question. Anybody else? Hopefully it helps. It's just another idea for you guys. Feel free to jump in. I'll just let you guys know I will download this, upload it to YouTube, get it onto our Posh Crew in the guide section. And then I will also share my Canva slideshow. So if you don't want to listen to me jab, you can just go into the slideshow, go to the sections where I talked about this is what I say, this is what I say, and you can just read it, write it down, or however you need to develop your own little program, okay? All right. Well, happy Monday. And I will see you guys over on the crew page. And I appreciate you joining me today. Thank you. Fingers
thank you.
crossed. Fingers crossed that it uploads
Yes.
and doesn't delete. I will die a slow death. All right, kids. Did I not record? I
It's
didn't
showing.
record it. Did I record it?
I remember